you actually missed something, you missed a spot, you didn't treat something, you killed a plant, you did something. Okay, that's an option.
If you're thinking about starting a pressure washing business, but you want to learn more about the equipment, mixing chemicals, how to clean every surface on a residential job site, property protection, and much, much more, check out the How to Wash course. It'll be the first link in the comment section and the description.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Lean and Mean Academy, where we talk about one truck, big profits. In this video, one of those little topics that we all will inevitably deal with at some point in our business: what to do if the customer complains. Now, the whole point of you doing business is to reduce the complaints to a minimum. I think I probably had, 1% maybe callback rate on any type of work that we did. It was very, very small amount of callbacks when we're washing. We try to cover everything. I've worked a bit with Ben Wilson here in my city, and he knows how tight I am when it comes to plants, when it comes to outlets, when it comes to where water is going and what is touching what, and if we're rinsing, all of the things that you got to look out for. But inevitably, we hope to not have any complaints, but the truth is it's going to happen. Okay, so how we handle it really at the end of the day is what matters. Now, there's three things that I'd like to hash out here when it comes to if a customer complains. All right, so the first one is you actually messed up. Okay, you actually missed something, you missed a spot, you didn't treat something, you killed a plant, you did something. Okay, that's an option. The second one is you didn't explain your process well enough. Okay, you weren't clear. Maybe you didn't have my customer contract to kind of hash all of that stuff out. If you don't, I'll put it in the description. It is a stout customer contract, the tightest the industry has ever seen. That's for sure. I know that's for sure. It goes through all of it. But you didn't explain your process well enough to set the expectations. And the customer's just kind of in limbo, expecting they were going to get something else. Maybe they were thinking the tiger stripes were going to come off of the gutters, right? And that doesn't happen with a normal house wash. So they're calling you back and they're complaining. And three, this is my least favorite, is they just want something for free. Man, I cannot stand people who want things for free. That's a hard little sickness to weed out of your body, and your mind is expecting things for free. And some people, I've known people like this, and I try to stay away from them. It's a game for them to see what they can get out of the contractor for free. I knew a couple who would go to the diamond store, and they would have this little game that they would play with the owner of the diamond store to see how they could get something either drastically reduced or thrown in for free. And they would play this emotional game where he was playing her and she was like, oh, I don't know if I want it. And then she would leave. She would walk out. All of this was scripted. Now, this is next to psychotic level, and there's very few people like this, but never rule out the chance that they're trying to get something for free. Okay, there's those people out there, and that's why you have to hash it out. You have to have a contract to let them know that these are the expectations and these are what you're liable for. Now, how do you handle it? How you handle complaints really is going to be kind of the benchmark of your business. And I say that because in our business, if you learn the processes and you're very, very careful, and you know how to clean concrete without etching it, you know how to clean decking without scarring it up and, over treating wood, all of these little processes, you can get really proficient at that. But at the end of the day, how you handle it in the bad times is what's going to be the benchmark for you, right? When things don't go as planned, how you handle that conversation is inevitably, because people talk, man, and sadly, people talk when things are bad more than they talk when things are good. You probably know when you're trying to get a 5-star review, you're probably getting 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4 people to leave you a 5-star review. You make one wrong move, and the entire planet knows that you didn't put arugula on that sandwich that somebody ordered. It's incredible, right? People love to complain. They love the negative drama. So how you handle it is key. We're going to jump into that. But before we do, if you're looking to start your pressure washing business, you're looking to basically learn how to wash, how to do all of the processes that I just talked about in the correct way, I urge you to get Mike Vadan's course, How to Wash, man. Like Cody, myself, Justin, we all kind of teamed up. The core four got together and did this course for you. If you're wanting to learn how to mix the chemicals, how to wash the substrates, all the stuff, basically everything that's on the side of the house, how to get that off, click the first link in the description, first link in the comments, and get the course. All right. It's an excellent course. We have rave reviews on it. Guys are loving it. So here's how you handle it. All right. Somebody complains. This is how you handle it. The first thing that you do, if they give you a text message or a message on Facebook, you get it out of text and you call them immediately. Okay. The reason we want to get it out of the text message is because text messages are usually a short form of communication. They are not formal like an email or like a written letter. They are a short form of communication, and a lot of the emotion can get lost or discombobulated in that short form. And what I mean is, write an entire text message to your wife tonight in all caps. She's going to think you're screaming at her. And you may have been whispering at her, but people lose the essence of the communication when it comes to text messages. So you got to get it out of text. You got to get it into the phone call. You call them immediately and you speak to them, because when someone can hear your voice and they can hear how concerned you are with their concern, it will usually diminish anything moving forward. You can hash it out and figure out a way to come back and clean it up, or figure out a way to clear up the expectations. Okay. And what you want to do after you start hashing that out and they hear your voice, they hear you are concerned, you got it out of the text, no texting here. You get in the phone call. One thing that's going to happen is you're going to end that call on a certain note. Hopefully it's a good note. But immediately after that, what I want you to do is I want you to send a formal email and start the paper trail. Okay? Whatever you discussed, you need to rehash in that email. Okay? Whatever the result or the resolution needs to be included in that email as a paper trail. Because I will tell you this, the people who you think won't will, and the people who you think will won't. And that little lady who is very, very sweet to you, who wanted to give you cookies and all these nice little things, as soon as she has a complaint and you don't address it and you don't send her an email and make sure that everything is tight, those are the people who send you a lawsuit. Okay. And it's very interesting in that way. I don't know why it is. It's usually not the attorneys who want to litigate. They have plenty of litigation in their life, right? The rich people, you think they would be the ones who want to do that. They're not interested usually. Usually it's the people who can't really afford to litigate who want to do something like that. Hopefully it never gets to that point, because you clear it up in a formal email, you go make the job right, you're an integral individual, you're going to make it right for this person, and you do, all right? That's the key. But if it's totally off in left field, at least you have a paper trail. Now, to answer some of your questions, what if little old lady doesn't have an email? Too bad. It's 2022. You need to get an email. If you're not answering your email, that can also be used in your favor as well, because email is a form of communication that can be used in those types of instances where communication is needed to be brought up. Now, if they're wanting to continue to text with you, you let them know that you have sent them an email, and we can continue to converse through that email. The key is to get it in a formal communication after the call. All right. So this is what you do if a customer complains. All right. You make sure that you have the contract already, right? Link in the description. B, you get it out of the text message, because so much can get lost in a 2-line text message. so they could take your response the complete wrong way, and now you've got a bonfire on your hands. So get it out of there. Get into the call, let them hear your voice, let them hear your concern with their concern, match it up, and then after the call, you get into a formal email to where you have a paper trail. I hope you guys are out there killing it. I hope you're like just dominating 2022. A lot of the guys in the inner circle are. I love to see it. A lot of guys making 20, 30, 40K a month. Man, it is so good to see the winners, baby. Hey, listen, I'll see you guys in the next video.